Please welcome to the stage the CEO of AmeriCorps, Michael Smith.
Good evening, everybody. Only have to follow the 42nd President of the United States. I want to offer greetings and gratitude on behalf of President Biden, the Biden-Harris administration, and all of our AmeriCorps family, our 200,000 AmeriCorps members and AmeriCorps senior volunteers, the millions who came before them. You know, we actually talk about the 1.25 million alum, but I realized recently that that doesn't include all of our seniors. So it's the millions that came before them and our entire AmeriCorps team. And I would ask our AmeriCorps leadership that is here if you would just stand up. Thank you for your tireless work. Just stand up, wave your hand. I'll get in trouble if I start naming names, but I want to thank our extraordinary Chief of Staff, who is often behind the scenes doing the hard work, Jenny Mock. I want to acknowledge our new Chief Program Officer, Danielle Melfi. Atalia Sergi is here, our Director of AmeriCorps Seniors, and the first ever AmeriCorps alum to be the head of AmeriCorps State and National, Sonali Najawan. I'm honored to be here tonight to celebrate all of you. As it has been said so many times tonight, your support makes AmeriCorps and national service possible. I often tell folks that I have the best job in the federal government. Justin Vail, who has the best title, I think, Special Assistant to the President for Democracy. We could argue about that. But I tell people that I have the best job in the federal government. For one, almost everyone understands the power of service. Cost-effective strategies to address local challenges with local solutions, and we're fortunate to have broad bipartisan support, which was such on showcase here tonight. And second, what we've heard here tonight is service brings people together. As my colleague and friend Ambassador Rice likes to say, it's hard to hate someone when you get to know them. She would then say it's not impossible, but it's hard. And there is something about service. Someone was really tickled by that over there. There is something about service and volunteering that allows differences to fade so that we can see each other's humanity. And so tonight I'm honored to celebrate congressional leaders and distinguished awardees who bring out the best of America by supporting national service. And it's because of the honorees like Senators Collins, Markey, Young, Lujan, and Sanders that we have secured and invested in American Rescue Plan funds to meet the urgency of the COVID-19 pandemic, serving 12 million people during the pandemic. It's because of those folks that we've increased living allowances and stipends for our members and volunteers. It's because of the honorees like Representatives Cole, Moore, Kilmer, Chu, and Graves that hundreds of thousands of Americans have the resources that they need to make all the difference for children and families coast to coast. And none of this would be possible without partners from our state service commissions, like our honoree Josh Friday, who has been such an extraordinary, innovative partner in the great state of California. And we're excited to see what Paul Montero, who was just sitting over here, I think what is going to do in the great state of Maryland. And it's with the support of tonight's honorees, champions like Senator Coons and the entire National Service Caucus, that we will achieve the goals that are outlined in the president's budget to continue increasing living allowances and stipends so that you can serve and actually afford to eat and keep a roof over your head. So that we can reduce barriers to service so that national service reflects the rich diversity of America, and so that we can expand pathways to education and economic opportunity for those who serve. There are some out there that might say that national service and volunteering is cute, it is nice, it is ancillary, but I am proud to be in a room full of people who know that service is a critical, time-tested way to strengthen communities, build unity in our country, and bring out the best in America. I know this because service made all the difference for me and my family, the son of a single teenage mom. I went to my local Boys and Girls Club where I was surrounded by foster grandparents before the agency even existed, Vistas, and volunteers who lifted me up, who kept me in line, and allowed me to dream dreams bigger than I could even imagine. I know this because this year I met Atia, an AmeriCorps member with Dial Self in my hometown of Springfield, Massachusetts, who told me that her service brought her out of the darkness and isolation of COVID when she didn't see a way that she was going to get out. I know this because I met Miss Elnora in Nashville, Tennessee, who told me how she lost the opportunity to be a biological grandmother when her 19-year-old son was killed in gun violence. But then she became a foster grandparent to hundreds of local children who shout at her, "Hi, Grandma," in her school, and her grocery store, and everywhere she goes. And I know this because when I was serving alongside Khalif in Baltimore, he told me about experiencing homelessness and sleeping in porches, being abandoned by his family, and watched far too many of his friends fall victim to the school-to-prison pipeline. He then told me that his AmeriCorps service with Civic Works gave him career skills, it gave him community, it gave him family, and it gave him a sense of purpose to chart a new path forward. So as I've traveled the country, I've heard hundreds of stories like these, and I know you have hundreds more. Americans who show up in service to community and country. We've laughed together, and at some times we've cried together. Our new head of public engagement, Tanika, was with me in Tennessee. We cried hard with that group of foster grandparents there. But in a world that can sometimes feel like we're being torn further apart, or that our problems are eclipsing our promise, AmeriCorps is bringing out the best in AmeriCorps, America. National service in all of you is uniting and delivering hope, healing, opportunity, and possibility for thousands of communities and hundreds of thousands who selflessly and courageously serve each day. So let's enjoy the National Service Prom tonight, but tomorrow, hopefully not hungover, we get back to work and we keep getting things done for America. Thank you so much.